happening in the newspaper, I'll just, pretend to be reading alongside him. So I guess it was in my genes from the very onset. So when I went through school, I moved to study at the University of Ghana. I wanted to go and study political science. I didn't get it, so I applied to GIJ to do a course there. In the process, I got the opportunity to be to study to be an air hostess because there were vacancies at Ghana Airways and 2 or 3 other airlines. And so my father's friend encouraged me to go and do it, and then make some money and save up whilst I'm still trying to get into school for the kind of thing I wanted to do. So that was just a stopgap thing. I went to do that, and then I finished, got the certificate. By the time I finished, somebody else had told me that, listen, that kind of job, being an air hostess, is like, a waitress in the sky. It's not, it doesn't come with anything. It's not respectable. It's not dignified. So don't do it.
Okay.
I listened to the person and I stopped doing it. So instead of that, I rather saw an advert in the Daily Dispatch. They were looking for writers and reporters. And I said, okay, well, I have a bit of time. Let me go and just test my writing skills.
Yeah.
So Uncle Ben Efson gave me my first job at Daily Dispatch at Laboni. I went, and then, he said, okay, what can you do? And I said, I like writing. I love reading. So anything that will involve me writing, I will do it. So he gave me some assignments for me to write. And I remember the very first assignment I went out, they gave me Solly. I didn't know what it was. I was like, I just came to report. And for those who don't know what Solly is, it is, we call it solidarity within the Inky fraternity. So when you go for a program, the organizers give you some TNT, when you're going. And so they gave it to me. Now they demand for it, which is terrible. Yeah. So they gave me this brown envelope with money in it. I was wondering, what is it for? So when I went back to the office, I gave it to Uncle Ben, and I said, these people gave me this money. I don't know what it's for. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it, because I was new. I didn't know anything about that. And he laughed at me and was like, this is money that other people will be scrambling for, And I said, okay, but why do you need money when you've been assigned to a program and blah, blah, blah. And, the rest is history. So, I started off at Daily Dispatch, which is a newspaper. I worked there for about 3-4 years. And then I got the opportunity to work at Metro TV, which was also in the same vicinity, Laboni, because Atu Kwame Nadaze, who was at Joy FM, had been reading my articles in the Daily Dispatch. And he thought that I wrote very well, because one article that caught his attention was the National Reconciliation Commission. Remember when Rawlings and all of those people came before the commission and were talking about all the brutalities that had happened? In the past and all yes, I was assigned to report on that particular commission's proceedings. So he thought I did a good job on that. And so when he left Joy at that time to move to Metro as news editor, he asked me to come along and come and work with him. And so that's how I got into Metro. I got into Metro because of Atu Kwame. And I stayed there for a while as well, and I think about 3-4 years. And then again, Atu Kwame Nadaze moved from Metro TV to Joy FM and suggested to the editors there, that was Matilda Asante and then Kofi Owusu, that, this girl can write, and she speaks very well. I think she can be a good fit at Joy FM, so let's bring her on. So they asked me to come, and that was almost 15 years ago, and I've never looked back.
Do you recall your very first day at work at Joy FM?
Yeah, I do. I mean, usually when you come as a newbie, they don't give you much to do. What they do is that they ask you to, observe what others are doing, so that you can pick up quickly, so that the next day at least they can assign you to work independently. So the first day I was really just, watching people and seeing how, and I was intimidated because these were people who, everybody was independent doing their work. I mean, nobody would pay attention to you.
At the time you could, visibly see at that time around you in that.
You had the likes of Bennett Frimpong. Okay. You had the likes of Stan Dobe. Okay. You had the likes of Sena Toklo. You had the likes of and Jifa Bampo too was there. Yeah. She was actually recruited a month before I came. Okay. All right. So, and obviously, and I came in with my now general manager, Elvis Kwashi. Okay. Yes, Elvis Kwashi and I, many people don't know, were colleagues in Parliament. He was reporting for one of the other media houses, and I was reporting for Metro TV. So that's how we struck up a friendship, and we met up here. And he's risen through the ranks, and I'm so proud of him. He's a great leader. So yeah, I mean, my first day wasn't nothing much. I was just observing, but I was intimidated because I felt like, wow, can I do this? And I saw all the popular, people I'd heard about, Komla Dumont and everybody else, Doreen. I was just starstruck. As
just
usual.
looking at them.
Yeah, I was just, I was pretending like I wasn't, no, I mean,
okay.
in my mind, I was like, if I did me pani, I'm a joy.
Hold your breath. Do you know this picture?
Oh my goodness.
What's the story behind that?
Okay, so this was during one of Ghana's Independence Day celebrations. I think it was Ghana at 50 or so. They had, designed cloth for that, yes. And so we were reporting on it. I wasn't able to go, but that day, I remember that day so well. Everybody was feeling so patriotic. We all bought the cloth and wore it, and we were so proud to be Ghanaians at the time. I don't know where we got that feeling from, but that was how we all felt. Kojo Opon Kruma there was the morning show host at the time, and so I was helping him load some sounds for the morning show. And I think we were cracking a joke or so, and then someone. Who was the producer at the time? I don't know whether it was Stan or Bennett Frimpong. One of them took the pictures. Or was it Kofi Ansa? He may have been the one who, took the picture. So, I mean, clearly, I look different than I look now. Yeah. I've added on more.
Do you miss those days? Do you miss some of these days?
Of course I do. I mean, you talk about the good old days. Yeah. I mean, we had a lot of fun. But we were also very competitive. We ensured that the work was done. And, everything was harmonious.
And that's another one over there.
Okay, so this is one of my best friends. Her name is Justina Ayasomo. She was she came to meet me at Metro TV. We became colleagues, very tight friends. And when I came to Joy and I was made parliamentary correspondent, she was made parliamentary correspondent for Metro TV. So of course, we met up all the time in Parliament. So this was one of the times that we met up in Parliament, and we were cracking a joke. And till this day, we always crack each other up. She's now at Cocoa Board. She's also moved on from the fraternity.
Interesting. Do you at a point in time, and there's a perception about those who always go to a part of the Parliament, the fact that the parliamentarians are always looking out for nice girls.
Hey, you want me to get into trouble? You want me to get into trouble?
Did you at a point in time to go through that? You're beautiful.
Men are men. Men are men, so they will always try and take their chances. So yes, obviously, I went through that experience. There were several of them, but also because I wanted to make a name for myself, and I didn't want to be like the other girls who were very chummy around the MPs. I put up this facade that you can't approach me. Like, I'm not approachable. Yeah. Unless you are very, very determined to approach me. Yeah. I will approach you to interview you. But I mean, if you want to approach me for anything other than the job, keep your distance. So that was the posture I put up.
So my opening question was right. It was so right.
Yeah, because the thing is that if you allow it, I mean, they will take advantage of you. I'm not saying parliamentarians take advantage of girls. I'm saying that if you allow it, yes. I mean, who doesn't want? I mean, if you allow, let me just leave it there.
So we're going to get to that point, but let me pick one question. This one, Such of Kojo says, Araba is a fine girl. I will look for a job at multimedia soon. And another Patience Adjoa says that that's wonderful, and that's what Patience actually sent. So let me get into some of the questions over here. This one says that what's the difficult and fun part of your job as a news editor? And that's from Samson.
Samson, I hope it's not Samson the lawyer. But yeah, let's start with the difficult part. The difficult part is when you have to get a story, you have to meet a deadline and you're not getting the story because, someone you have to speak to who has to give you the information is holding back or delaying you, and you need to meet that deadline. You can't go and tell your listeners that, oh, listeners, I was waiting for this person to speak to me to get the information and he didn't speak, so that's why we don't have the story. You have to get the story. So that's one of the difficult parts of the job, getting information, and also, staying long hours at work just to, again, get the information and get the job done. But that's what we do here at Joy. I mean, we recognize that there are difficult, times as part of the job. So you do what needs to be done to get the job done. The fun part is obviously, the
I'm
fun
sure
that we have.
many of them.
We have many. I mean, in the newsroom sometimes we can just like fool around, I mean, it's fun, the camaraderie and everything. But also because we're a radio station, a media house, obviously celebrities come through. So people that you see on television, you've read about and all of that, when you see them in the flesh, you're like, wow, I'm actually standing next to this person, So that's, I think, is one of the interesting parts of this job.
Okay. Now, Kwame says that what are the 3 things you do before going on radio?
The 3 things I do before going on radio, especially when I have to read a bulletin, is read through my scripts, make sure that the people that we are supposed to call are ready and waiting, to be called. And the 3rd thing, to ensure that all my sounds are ready, the sounds that will play for you to hear. So the sounds that will introduce the bulletin is ready. The sounds that will play of the voices of the people that you hear, they are all ready. Of course, sometimes technology fails us. So you play a sound and, it doesn't happen. But usually these are the things that I do. Okay.
Now, Jonas Ajay from East Legon says, Araba, I like you. When was the last time you lied?
Hey, what a question.
Yeah.
When was the last time I lied? Yesterday. Yesterday. Somebody wanted me to come and visit her, and I was tired, and I told the person that, Charlie, I have pending an email to send to my boss, and he's on my neck. I mean, he's hot on my neck. I have to hurry up and get it done, and I won't finish before midnight. So I'll come when I'm done. I lied, but I was tired, so I couldn't find any other reason other than say that.
Did you feel bad about it? Do you sometimes feel bad about some of these things when you lie? And
of course, I mean, because you're letting down somebody. The person wanted to see you, but you couldn't make time for the person to see you.
Yeah.
And so obviously you feel bad. But at the end of the day, your mental health is also important.
Yeah.
If you've worked throughout the day, you're stressed, you're tired, somebody wants to see you, and you just want to sleep. I mean, come on, they can understand.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move on. Now, let me find out. Joseph says that, Araba, how do you feel when we organize, we as in Joy FM, organize old school reunion and you don't see your mate, because GIS is always not represented? There's somebody who really knows.
Yes.
And probably met you a couple of times.
I've always teased about this thing. Like GIS there, we are Dadabi people. We don't show up at old schools. But I mean, I feel bad because I feel like the old schools reunion was a platform for a lot of people to meet up, and recall memories of when they were in school. It's a fun period, and so it's sad that GIS doesn't take part. But yeah, that's all I can say. If I say any more, I'll be in trouble.
Okay. Another one over here says, Agnes Insia says, when was the last time you cried?
Oh, when was the last time I cried? It's difficult for me to cry. I don't know.
It's tough.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's difficult for me to cry. Like, okay, the last time I cried was when my sister passed. Like cried. Usually, I mean, I'll just, my eyes will well up when there's an issue that really hurts me or something, but I won't like cry. Even the tears are forcing to come, they won't come. So the point is that, I mean, it's hard for me to cry, but it doesn't mean that I'm not empathetic. I show empathy in my own way. But yeah, the last time I cried was when my late sister passed.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So there you go. Now, let me, this one over here. And if you're still watching us live, we're live on Joy Entertainment GH on Facebook. You can drop your questions over there. And some of the questions that you've sent ahead of time, we're digging into most of them over here on the show. So Araba Koomson is my guest, and she's the news editor for Joy News, Joy FM. Now, if you've not met her in person, if you meet her in person, I'm sure you have to gather a lot of courage, that I must tell you, because it's not easy, but she's a very nice person. Now, this one over here says, John Siedu from East Legon, says, are you getting married anytime soon? Because I'm interested.
That question has even taken so long, because like I knew that a lot of people
it's going to come.
Yeah, because when you're in the media and you're a lady and you're not married, everybody's like, who are you dating? Are you getting married anytime soon? Oh, your colleagues are dating and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Are you dating a rich man? Are you dating an MP? Are you dating a politician? No to all of that. I am not single, but I'm not searching. I'm single, meaning I'm not married, but I'm not searching. Interpret that in your own way.
So one of the good things that I get to do here on the show is that when you ask your questions and you're not satisfied with the answers, I try to be a kind host and he'll help you understand the question.
There's a picture on the screen. So, I hope people don't interpret that to mean that that's my boyfriend. That is somebody's husband. It was.
Okay.
It was.
How did you see that?
Yeah, it was a show. I think it was one of the shows on Joy. It was supposed to take a lucky listener to lunch, and. This lovely gentleman.
I understand that this picture had a lot of comments on it. Some people were thinking that's your boyfriend actually.
Really?
Yes.
Hey.
And that's why they had to pull this one up. So what is that's what she's trying to explain.
So that's what it is. He's one of the lucky listeners who participated in that show on Joy 99.7 FM. And his
the one that you took them for a ride and then you go for lunch and all that. Okay,
so we went to Kempinski and we had a great time. Free food is always a great time.
And people had their own interpretation of it.
Yeah.
How do you live this life?
It's tough, but a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do.
Okay, so the good thing is that she's dating, especially John. You wanted to know about that. She's dating. She's not going to tell us who she's dating, are you?
No, I don't think that the person wants to be known right now.
Okay, it's not a media person too as well.
No, it's not a media person. Media people are out.
So media people,
you ask me why. Ask me why. Let me say it.
Why is it so?
Hey, media people are bad boys. Oh. It's true. Listeners or viewers.
No, what are you doing? Stop.
Bad boys.
Are you kidding me? Like, I'm not married
from the horse's own mouth.
I'm not married yet. You're messing up my chance.
There are a few exceptions, but I don't know whether KMG is one, but yes. I've told you the truth.
This is not cool. Okay, so now another one over here, Romeo says that which of your male colleagues in the office do you bond with the most?
That's so easy. Israel Laye. And I'm sure that a lot of you have seen pictures of myself and him. When I came to Joy, he was one of those that welcomed me, and I learned a lot from him. Israel is what we call legend in the newsroom because he's been in this business for a very long time, and he always gives me advice and, shows me brotherly love. So, that would be Israel. Israel Laye, yeah. Yeah, and I bond with his family very well too. His wife is a great friend of mine.
I see. All right, let's go on to the next question. This one says that, how do you deal with all these politicians when they come at you doing your job?
When they come at me, in what way? Like, are they criticizing me or trying to
speak against you, when you're telling the story and they now come attacking you, this and that and that. I don't know how you do it. I guess
it's part of the job. You have to have a thick skin when you're in this business because you are in the business of criticizing government or criticizing politicians or public officers and holding them to account. So when they criticize you, you should be ready to face the same attack. So the point is that you are dishing it, be ready to take it as well. So, I don't take it personally. I actually expect that would happen.
Okay.
So I have psyched myself that this is what will happen. So when it happens, it doesn't surprise me. I just disregard it and move on. But I don't let it distract me.
Okay, because it's tough, especially, there's a recent issue that you had with one of the politicians, raising salt on you and all of that. And your family will be listening. They are all worried about it.
Indeed,
how do you catch your family from this?
You can't catch your family from this because my dad watches TV. He watches, listens to radio and watches television, especially the news program. So he knows what goes on. But so when I was being attacked at a point in time, I won't mention the politicians.
Of course, yeah.
So he asked me, am I okay? Am I fine? Because he was genuinely worried.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when the politicians attack you, they might attack you verbally. They will not touch you, physically attack you. But maybe their supporters or their friends or people who idolize them might want to hurt you. So that was why he was worried. Other than that, all my family members are like, you're doing a good job. Give it to them. That's what they tell me.
That's what they tell you?
Yes.
I would say same anyway, so that's okay. Now, Gladys Anand says that what's something that you're glad your mom does not know?
Hey, what kind of question is this? What am I glad that my mom does not know? So I was involved in some accidents some time ago, and my mom has BP, so sometimes she gets overly worried. So I didn't tell her, because I'm sure that if I had told her, she should have been really worried, and I don't want to put her in that state. So yeah, I didn't tell her that. So I didn't suffer any, it wasn't fatal. Like that, okay. So I quickly just fixed the car and then, make sure that I'm okay. Then carried on as normal.
My question, between mom and dad, who's closer?
Between?
Mom and dad,
who's closer? I'm a daddy's girl. Yes.
So how understand where all this?
I'm close to my mom. No, but it's not from my dad.
Where's it from, mom?
It's from my grandfather. Everybody keeps saying that. My grandfather was a disciplinarian. He was like tough. He didn't like, he pulled no punches. He would tell you in the face, this is what it is. And I guess that's where I get it from. Because my mom is not like that. My dad is not really like that. Yeah, okay. He can be a bit sarcastic, but he's not really like that. So I think I got it from my grandfather, who's an Equiapim man. Proper Equiapim man.
Grandpa is responsible for this.
Exactly.
He did well. Good job. Good job. Now, this one's, have you ever cheated on someone before?
Hey.
Erica is
saying that.
He wants to know if you've cheated on someone before.
Have I cheated on someone before? Not that I know of. No.
Okay.
No. I'm a very cool, reserved person. Like, I think I get cheated on, but not that.
How many times?
Around. I can't count.
Hey.
What's the next question, please?
Well, we're still exploring the cheating. The cheating. Do you have any instances? Have you had to go through? This is what a lot of women go through, by the way. Have you had to go through that point where a man has cheated on you?
Oh yeah.
A fine guy like you?
Oh yes. But Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. Beyonce is the world's most beautiful woman.
I know.
Right? Jay-Z cheated on her, so if Beyonce can be cheated on me like this, who am I? Whom am I?
How did that feel?
Obviously you're ahead because you feel like you've given your all to this person, and then the person has, betrayed your trust and loyalty and all of that. It's natural. But me, what I do is, I get hurt, I cry, and I move on. I don't like to stay within that area and hey, rat, this guy has broken my heart, blah, blah. The person is out there enjoying himself, and you are sitting down there crying bucket loads of tears. So, no, not me.
Okay, let's move on to the next question. This one says that between love and money, which one would you choose?
This question came up on Drive Time yesterday, and I was so controversial. Between love and money.
Yeah.
I value love more than money, but you cannot just you can't use money to go and buy tomatoes in the market. You know what I'm saying? Money is also important. It's not the most important, it's not the most crucial, but it is important. You can't take it out of the equation. They're both important, but I value love more. Okay, let's move on.
Let's move on to the next question. This one says that between heaven on earth and money on heaven, which means the heaven won't be here, upstairs.
Yeah.
So between getting money on earth and getting money up there, which one would you prefer?
But that's so easy. Getting money up there. If I'm assured that I'm going to heaven, because we all don't know whether we are going to heaven or not. We're all, working our salvation, with fear and trembling. So, if you are assured that you're going to get to heaven,
the assurance is what you don't have. You're not guaranteed now.
I'm not guaranteed.
So it means that you might not even get there in the first place. So abandoning the money here on earth and you going and not getting into heaven is a
tight one.
That's where the problem is, actually.
It's a very tight one.
Because you're not guaranteed. You don't know the criteria God is going to use to judge you. To get into heaven before you even get the money. But the money is here.
That's the test, though. But they say money is the root of all evil.
We want the root.
You want the root for yourself. No, I'll choose heaven. Because I think that for me, I'm not very materialistic. I always tell people think that, I drive a nice car and you save. And then there are ways of getting loans to do some of these things.
Okay.
And it's not everything that you buy high-end at boutiques. There are places where you can buy things which are, not too expensive. You just mix and match. And then once you look presentable, that's it. But sometimes when you look presentable with clothes that are not expensive, you look expensive, So it's all about how you present yourself. Yeah.
All right, so let's move on. Now, Eunice says that please ask her for me, what does she do for fun?
What do I do for fun? You'd be surprised. When I was younger, I used to be an athlete in school.
Okay.
I was running. 100 meters, 200 meters, high jump, all of that. Now I've put on weight, so I can't do any of those things again. So, but yeah, during the weekends, my work is a very stressful one. So during the weekends, I like to de-stress, and I like to drive around sometimes by myself. Oh. So sometimes I drive to Ebri by myself. And have you done bungee jumping before? I've tried that once.
Oh,
I'm very adventurous.
Okay.
And this weekend, no, not at all. I don't think I have a fear bone in my body. I always want to try something new. And this weekend we're going quad bike riding. Okay. So I like to do things adventurous during my time off, just so to distress, because this job is very stressful. Yeah. So it's important to take time out to relax.
All right. Yeah. If you just joined us over here, Araba Koomson is my guest. It's Moments with Joy. And she is with Joy FM and JoyNews, and she's here, answering all the questions you've been sending to us. And well, some of them, I'm sure most of the answers you're getting, you've never heard them anywhere. Everybody's always in their corner. You don't hear them, so you're hearing them for the first time. Now, this one says, "What's that one thing you would always find in your car? That one thing that is always in your car."
That one thing that's always in my car, let me see. My makeup. My makeup is always in my car because I don't know where I'll head to and need to look presentable. So I always have my makeup in my car. And of course, yes, sanitizer, always in my car, because you go around, shake people's hands, or you meet people, you don't know what you touch. So once you sit in the car, immediately sanitize and then you move.
Okay. Now, Elon Omega says, what are the key
Elon Omega. That's Matilda. Matilda Omega.
Okay. What are the key things that have kept you going all these years?
Well, somebody called me tenacious the last time and was saying that, I'm aggressive and I don't like to quit. I think that I want to be at the top of my game. I don't like failure, and I want to be where the best are. That always pushes me. That's what drives me. That's what motivates me to be amongst the best. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. This one is coming from Becky Beck. She says, "I love Araba. Just wondering if she loves me."
Is that a question?
She wants to know.
Of course, she knows I love her. She knows I love her. I mean, in this business, you step on people's toes. You get angry with each other for a while, but you move on. And, Becky is somebody who you can't stay mad at her for a long time. I mean, she's just too bubbly and full of life. You can't stay mad at her. So, yes, I love you. Okay.
All right, so Bex, that's for you.
I have a message for her.
You have a message for her?
Yeah, she should send pound sterling. We are waiting for it.
We'll bring the pounds. All right, now, Authentic Obobi says, "It's so fun watching you. You are so cool, Araba." Okay, so that's for you.
Thank you, Bobby.
This one is from Kojo Yankton, actually. And he's watching.
Why all the people at Joy FM sending questions? Why?
It says, this would intrigue you. Yes. It says, "What's your view on the LGBTQ plus debate? Do you think people should be jailed for being gay?"
This is a deliberate question. Yeah, wicked man, Kojo Yankton, wicked man.
The point is that once it is actually for the purpose of what we're doing, we need to answer.
Of course, I can answer, and I can answer in my own way, right? So I'm sitting on the fence on this one. Okay, I'm sitting on the fence on this one. I have no problem with people wanting to love who they want to love, but I feel like you should not force that down my throat. You should not advocate and say, "This is what I want to be. Give me that respect for being what I want to be." Do what you want to do with whoever behind closed doors, as everyone else does. Shouldn't even be a matter for discussion. End of discussion.
All right. Move on. The next question over here says, "What's the craziest thing you have done in front of a mirror?"
Hey, can I say that on air? No.
Oh, why?
Okay, I comb my hair. I comb my hair in front of the mirror.
No, this is not a trick. This is not true.
Yes, I'm lying, but yes, that's one of the things I do in front of the mirror.
Give us an idea of what you were thinking about, what you wanted to say. Give us an idea. Don't just.
What was the question?
Okay, what's that one thing that you have done in front of the mirror?
That one thing I've done in front of the mirror. I told you, it's about combing my hair.
Oh.
Okay, to be truthful, honestly, it's about, it was, since we are in October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I was, to check and see whether there were any lumps.
Playing with the babies.
Yes. Yes, to check it. Women, please go and check your breasts. It's Breast Cancer Month, just to be sure. So that's one thing I do.
Okay. Now let's move on. This one says, what's your biggest fear?
Failure and rejection, I guess. I mean, like I indicated earlier, I like to be with the best. I like to be at the top. And I like to be seen to be winning and successful. So the opposite of that makes me a bit fearful. Yeah. And of course, I mean, everybody's scared of the future. You don't know what's coming. So, yeah.
Okay. Andrew from Kwashiman says, what's your worst case ever?
Hey. Where do these questions come from?
So the whole idea is that we make them understand that they can be crazy as well, because that's the only way they can get answers.
No, I understand.
These are answers they can't get in your inbox.
Exactly.
So some people just want to go crazy.
So what was the question?
Your worst case ever, Andrew from Kwashiman.
It was this guy back in school, high school, and he was chewing my mouth like he was chewing chichinga. I mean, like, and he was so uncomfortable.
Was your boyfriend at the time?
Yeah, we're
or
dating. No, we're dating.
Okay.
We're dating. Actually, it was after prom or so. And the guy was just chewing the thing like meat. Like, it was not, I mean, there's a way of doing it with finesse and skill so that,
you didn't teach him? You didn't teach him?
No, after that, we broke up. So I was like, no, if that's the way I'm going to kiss, then.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
Are you a good kisser, though?
Hey, I like to think I am. Yeah, I like to think I am. What's the next question?
I love this combo, man. Araba has not been this open. Like, okay, so we'll be wrapping up very soon, though. But let me see if we can do a few more questions over here, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, this one says, "What's something you are glad that, regardless of the consequences, you still did it?"
What's something I'm glad I did? Okay.
Regardless of the consequences that were attached to it.
Okay,
so went ahead.
I think that's easy. And this is something I do every Fridays on JoyNews. It's the editorial. It's our position, the JoyNews position on a certain matter which may have come up during the week that is being talked about.
Okay.
So we take a position and then, we hit hard at government or whoever it is that we're supposed to deal with in that area. I've been told that, I'll be attacked. I'll be called all sorts of names. People will hate me and all of that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I took the decision when our boss, Elvis, told us to do it. And so I'm happy. I haven't looked back since. I mean, people say all sorts of things when I do. And it's difficult because you have friends in government. You have friends, in the opposition. When you deal with them, they feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They come at you. But at the end of the day, if you look at the greater good, you still keep your focus. So,
all right. So this will be my last question. This is a sort of advice. This one, Miss Amega says that, what advice do you have for young ladies who are trying to make it in life? And another one comes to you, said, do you have a crush? Would you mind sharing who the person is with us? So 2 questions. Lastly, Derek is asking the crush one. Mm-hmm. If you do, would you mind to share the person with us? And then Miss is asking the advice you have for young ladies, and then we're done.
As for crushes, I have plenty crushes, but they are not in Ghana.
Hey.
They're not Ghanaians.
Who are these crushes?
Oh, they are Black American.
Okay, they're popular people.
Okay, let me just name one. It's Morris Chestnut.
Chestnut.
He's a Black American. Yeah. Tall, dark.
Yeah.
Glass of chocolate.
So she's giving you an idea of the man she's dating right now, guys. Are you listening?
So yeah, that is my crush. Google him, you understand why.
Yeah, he looks a very good-looking guy. Yeah,
very, very good-looking guy. And the other question was about advice.
Yeah, the advice you have for young ladies.
Would
be like here. Yeah.
I think that young ladies must not be dependent on men. Honestly, you have to be independent. You have to strive to be independent. And when you do, you will get that respect. The respect will come when you strive to be independent. And don't be afraid of hard work. Don't shy away from hard work, because I believe that whatever your male counterpart or colleague can do, you can do as well. So, I mean, I get frustrated when I see young women who come into the newsroom along with young men. Of course, everybody has their strengths, but make the effort to do something that your male colleague is doing. If you have a real reason why you can't do what he's doing, it's understandable. But if you just from the onset say you can't do something even though your male colleague is doing, I really have a difficulty with that. So really try and be independent and put in the effort, and you see the fruits in no time.
Araba Koomson, it's been an incredible time spending quality time with you
here wonderful.
On the Show. I love every bit of this. Some of the things I even knew about you, and like, okay, now she's opening, because I'm sure if I had asked over there, she was like, yo, hold on, I'm busy. But now we're going to hear all of that. Thanks for making time for us. The last words for your fans out there, they should keep loving you, and then we're done.
Okay, so I'm so glad I was able to do this. Initially, I was apprehensive. I was like, what am I going to say? Do I really want to open up to people? But it's been fun, so thank you, KMG.
You're welcome.
So my final words to all of you is keep watching JoyNews. We are your independent, fearless, and credible station.
All right, so guys, that's going to be my time. Many thanks to you for watching, sending in your questions and all of that. You can continue to love her. She's adorable. And so please go and attack her in the inboxes again. But what you wanted to hear today, you heard all of them. All right. Next week, Friday, we're going to come back again at 2 p.m. with another personality here with the Joy brands. And we're talking about Hits 103.9 FM, Joy 99.7 FM, and Joy Prime TV. They're all going to be here. We're running through all of them. All right. So we'd like to say a big thank you again to Araba Koomson for making time for us. My name, God took a microphone, put his soul in it, dropped it, and named it KMJ. And I was born to talk. I still remain the Obara of the media land. Thanks for watching.